In this video, we will discuss all of the confirmed anime that will be released on Netflix in 2024, both licensed and original. Let's get started. Delicious in Dungeon Season 1. The series will continue airing on the platform, and after the release of its first episode, we were able to enjoy a mix of humor and action, where we tasted exotic dishes created from the protein of these creatures, discovering a level of gastronomy within the medieval fantasy universe, where Laius enters the dungeon once again in order to save his sister before she is devoured by a fearsome dragon. The Studio Trigger has us intrigued and excited about this adaptation that we will be following week by week. Maboroshi. In a village where time stands still and the residents live in a monotonous routine, Masamune meets Mutsumi, a mysterious classmate, and a girl who looks like a wolf. Their encounter triggers a love impulse that threatens to destroy the world and breaks the established balance. A mix of drama, mystery, and fantasy, it will provide a series of events with interesting characters where the apparent end of the world is inevitable. Undoubtedly a work that stands out for its incredible animation and art. It will delight us with this feature film that we can appreciate within the platform, and that comes from the animation studio MAPPA. The Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse, Season 1. Percival has to reunite with the rest of the little ones who make up the Four Nights of the Apocalypse in order to fulfill the destiny of a prophecy, a direct continuation of the Seven Deadly Sins with the next generation. Let's say that this series is like Boruto without being from the Seven Deadly Sins. It arrives with everything in its first season of 13 episodes. And if you are a fan of the Seven Deadly Sins, leave me a thumbs up. T.P Bon. More than 3 decades have passed since the last adaptation to anime of this interesting and pleasant work of the manga by Fujiko Fujio that will take us through a world of science fiction where the possibility of time travel is more than a reality. The story centers on a typical high school student, Bon, who is recruited as a time travel agent and paired with Reamstream. Together, they have the responsibility of traveling through time, saving lives during historical events around the world. The story will arrive in May from the animation studio Bones exclusively for Netflix. Blood of Zeus Season 2. Powerhouse Animation is back with the sequel to the mythological series called Blood of Zeus, known as Blood of Zeus, with an animation style that mixes Japanese style with Western style, and reminding me of the animated series Mythic Warriors. Yes, I know it's not an anime, but it's worth mentioning, especially since it's a studio made up of animators from Asia, including Japan, China, and Korea, along with animators from the European and American continents. The second season will pick up right where it left off with a young Aran, a half-human son of Zeus, who has the ability to stand up to the gods of Olympus. One Piece. New episodes of One Piece will be added throughout 2024, from the Marineford arc onwards until the first stage of the Grand Blue Line years later, and all with their respective dubs. Get ready because more from Luffy and company is coming in 2024. Ultraman Rising. A new adaptation different from the adaptation we know that is on Netflix produced by Production IG, this time from the hand of a new animation studio, comes this versioned adaptation of Ultraman in 3D CGI with a Western cartoon style. It will be a movie that will be released in June. In this story, we meet Ken Sato, the baseball superstar, returns to his hometown in Japan to become the Earth-defending superhero Ultraman. However, he soon discovers that he has more responsibilities than he thought when he is forced to raise the offspring of his greatest enemy. Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. We move on to what we still don't know if it will be a feature film or a mini-series from the Gundam universe under the animation studio Safehouse, given that they have not given more details, but that it will arrive in 2024 in complete 3D CGI. For now, I only know that the main character will be a Gundam pilot and that it is likely to be set in the year 1 of the war between humans on Earth and the colonies. Rising Impact. If you are a lover of the world of golf, this curious anime will surely delight you. Under the animation studio Leidus, a work by the same creator of the Seven Deadly Sins comes, quite unusual but in turn, with a narrative that aims to make us fall in love and laugh at all times. We meet Gawain Nanaomi, a 3rd grade student who changes his love for baseball for the sport of golf when he meets Kiraya Nishino. Showing a natural talent for this new sport, Nishino helps Gawain enroll in Camelot Academy, a prestigious school for golfers from all over the world. And it is here where a series of challenges will come where the little one must stand out. The sports anime will be divided into 2 parts, with the first arriving in June and the second in August, respectively. Beastars. Final season. The Orange Studio brings us back to this world of anthropomorphic animals, full of mysteries, romance, and theater students. Remember that in the second season, the relationship between Legoshi and Haru could not be appreciated. we will see the end of this journey in its final season, which will arrive in both the original language and with its respective dubs. Moonrise. If you thought that joining Full Metal Alchemist with space conflicts was not possible, its author Arakawa Himoru brings us an original work that mixes science fiction, action, romance, and drama in a single story. In a near future, humanity lives under a relaxed world government, led by the AI Sapientia. However, the Lunar Recovery Project causes conflict between Earth and the poor Moon. Jack, affected by the Lunar Rebels, seeks revenge by joining the investigation of the Earth Army on the Moon. A story of struggle and determination unfolds in this futuristic setting. Wit Studio is in charge of bringing this marvel, so take notes because this anime will surely give you a lot to talk about. Kengan Ashura Season 2 Part 2. We are back with the events of Kengan Ashura, and later than ever comes the final part of its second season with the climax of the current arc sometime in 2024. Still without an official announcement date, so take note of those who have been asking for information about it in recent months. Beat and Motion, a work that revolves around a boy focused on creating his manga story and winning a contest to turn it into an animated adaptation. It is a slice-of-life series loaded with comedy and other elements that will make us enjoy this entire creative process. In the mind of an illustrator and how he develops his story, it sounds interesting, right? Devil May Cry, a new adaptation of Devil May Cry by Capcom in collaboration with the Korean animation studio Studio Mir. The same one that has given us works like Dota Blood Dragon, presents a new adaptation that joins the video game universe created by Ali Shankar for Netflix. A new series that promises to give us gore and unique moments with Dante and Nero in a combination of 8 incredible episodes, of which it is still not known if they will be 20 min or if they were 1 hour, as it is happening with the new animated adaptations of the platform. Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. Fans of the rebooted Tomb Raider games will see the story continue with The Legend of Lara Croft, which takes place after the events of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. According to reports, the anime series will fill the space between the reboot and the original games, with Haley Atwell, a former member of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, voicing the legendary archaeologist. Stranger Things, Tokyo. Hopkins will no longer be the place of strange events about the Upside Down. Now we go to Tokyo, where paranormal events begin to occur with a new cast of characters. It will be a spin-off of the series that expands the universe of Stranger Things. There are still no more details. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. As one of the most popular video game franchises of the 2000s, it's quite surprising that there has never been a Splinter Cell adaptation. Fans have been demanding a new game for years, but hopefully, they can quench their thirst with the anime adaptation. Twilight of Gods. An animated series that we still don't have a glimpse of but that is confirmed for 2024, is this work that adapts events from Greek mythology, an animated story directed and written by Zack Snyder, who is also quite busy with his predictions like Rebel Moon 2 and The Army of the Dead Part 2. As soon as I have new information, I will let you know. Far Cry. It joins the list of adaptations of successful video game franchises that Netflix is preparing, but for now, we can only wait for more details. Terminator. Production IG is preparing with Netflix an anime series based on the iconic character of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the future killing machine that seeks to exterminate young John Connor, leader of the Resistance and who will stop Skynet, the artificial intelligence that has decided to eliminate humans for the good of the planet. The series will take place in 1997, just when Skynet becomes self-aware against humans and revolves around a future soldier who must travel to the past to protect a scientist, Malcolm Lee, and his innovative creation, and will somehow end up crossing paths with the T-1000 to prevent the future from changing. Lookisim Season 2. We are waiting for the arrival of the sequel to appearances or Lookisim in its second season of this Korean series under the animation studio Studio Mir that gave so much to talk about in 2022. And that left us all waiting for its continuation. He-Man Master of the Universe, Revolution. A new animated adaptation of He-Man that continues with the events of its predecessor season under the same studio. And here we can see He-Man facing Grayskull in the castle, who is now a cyborg armed to the teeth, facing Skeletor and the threat that Hordak supposedly is. For now, this adaptation has confirmed a total of 5 episodes of 25 minutes each and will arrive on January 25th. Arcane Season 2. The animated series that perhaps may be one of the most anticipated on this entire list. And it is the second season of the animated series of the League of Legends universe, Arcane. where we will continue with the journey of Jinx and Vi in the city of Piltover. Made with this characteristic animation between 3D, 2D, and illustrations made entirely by hand. Live-action adaptations. We now move on to a segment of series adapted to live action from animations not necessarily Japanese. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Based on the beloved animated series from Nickelodeon, Avatar: The Last Airbender is undoubtedly one of Netflix's most anticipated fantasy programs for 2024. Set in a world of 4 nations: water, earth, fire, and air, individuals from each nation have the power to control and manipulate the elements. However, only the Avatar has the ability to master all 4 elements. The 2012 film adaptation simply left much to be desired. Being a total failure, Netflix managed to take ownership with the rights for the production of a series, and despite the controversy that exists after the departure of its original creators from the creative development of this project, what we have been able to see in its trailers has left us all wanting to see, and that seems to be a well-made adaptation at the top of Avatar. What do you think about it? We reached the end of this wonderful video. I hope you liked it, and it is likely that many other titles will join this list throughout 2024. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, leave us a like and a comment, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. See you in the next video.